Hello.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
And you?
I'm good. Are you ready for the live?
Yes, let's go.
Oh, that's excellent. Wonderful to hear. So how are things been over where you are? I know in this part of the world it's kind of like the weather it's actually turning out quite nice at the moment. I've been loving sitting outside on my back veranda and just taking up the vitamin D.
Yeah, but as it's windy, it's as if we've got the August winds that's a little bit delayed. So it's very windy. And I believe we're having bad weather later on today as well. So we're going to be expecting rain and things, but it's been very hot. It's actually been pleasant, but we still have these cold fronts hitting us. So today it's hot. We're running on like 30 degrees, and the next day we're running on 16, 17. So it's a bit of a drop. So people are getting sick. But other than that, good.
So what's the temperature over there?
Today they said it's 26. So we're still not today, yes. But you can expect the rain to come because it is very windy, extremely.
Yeah. I do love the rain though. I don't really so much like the wind.
That smell is just that when the rain comes, that smell is so amazing. And it's just amazing. It's get rid of all the junk and garbage. It's just, it's amazing.
It takes me back to my childhood when I smell that rain. I can smell it now. I can smell it now.
And it's a different smell. It's something, I know my mom used to get morning sickness when she was pregnant with me from the rain. You know, as soon as she got that smell, she'd feel sick. So whenever it starts raining, she sort of, I say, no, get used to it. I'm grown up now.
That's wonderful. It really is. Hey, Margaret, how you doing? Shared out before you came. Okay. Thank you, Margaret, for doing that. I basically shared it out to a lot of platforms, but there are probably a few that you know, Margaret, that I don't know. So that would be really good. It takes people a little while to come in. Hello, Leslie from Scotland. How are you?
Hi, Leslie.
Have you got your Facebook page muted?
I do.
Turn that one off. It should be fine. I've got that off. Stephanie had put through a donation.
Hi, Stephanie.
Where are you, Stephanie Laurie? Okay, all right, so that's the first one. Now, guys, when you put your donations through, not you, Stephanie, but anybody else, if you put your donation through, can you please pop it through as family and friends so that PayPal don't skim off the top, because these are cheap readings when you get both of us. So, and Penny also has hers in US dollars. So if you're sending it through as Aussie dollars, just bear in mind that we have to change it over to US dollars, which is substantially less for Penny. So if you can send it through as US dollars, that would be really good. If not, $25 is going to be just wonderful. And Stephanie, thank you so much for the donation that you have sent through for yourself. So is anybody that is in the live at the moment, have you followed Penny's page? I've actually pinned it. I know a lot of you that are here at the moment have followed my page, but if you haven't followed Penny's page, please go through and follow her page. She is just started her page probably about a month ago now, Penny? Yeah,
it's about
a month ago. So we're looking for followers for her page so that Penny one day can start doing lives through her page. And it does take a little bit of time to get the pages up and running. So please follow her page and she will be forever grateful to you. And don't forget to update the notifications to receive all lives. Liked and shared. Can you get a love reading? Nasika. You can get a love reading. If you would please put through your donation, that would be really good. What is Penny's name? Penny is Penny from, let's have a look here, from the Twilight Trinity, and it is also in the description. Wonderful reader Penny is. She's coming back into it. She's been out of it for a little while, had a lot of stuff to take care of, so now she's coming back into it and is looking to stay put, basically. I was on the page, the Twilight Trinity. The link is in the bio. It's also in the pinned comment that I've put on at the bottom of your chat. So you should see it there somewhere. Where are we? You should find that comment under my page, under the pinned comment, and just follow that through to the Twilight Trinity and pop yourself in as a follow. It's right at the very start. Hello, everybody. Please come say hello. Let us know where you're from. And we will get started shortly. We have one donation at the moment, so if you're wanting to put in your donation, now's the time to do it. That way you won't have to wait too long before you get your reading done. So am I saying your name right, Sika? Is it Nasika? She just followed you, Penny. She, he, I'm not quite sure what that is.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it might be a she. Good morning, Maria Demas. How are you? Hello, Claire Bear from UK. From UK, wow. But living in Cairns. Woohoo! You're way across the other side of the world. What made you stay here, Claire? I know you've been on the lives before. What made you stay in Australia? Be very interested. And Penny, would you like to say anything to these beautiful people?
Other than hi and welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
I notice there's only 3 love hearts at the top of the live, so please make sure that you go through and like the live as well, or love heart the live. That way we can get the algorithms moving as well. Miss Zulu is fine. Miss Zulu. Okay, that might be a little bit hard for me to remember, but I'll give that one a go. So, Stephanie, don't forget that, Stephanie, don't forget, well, we'll start off with your reading shortly, but what I want you to do, Stephanie, is work in the background, all right, and see if you can pick up any information, because Stephanie's on my live on Friday. She's the first time. She hasn't done this for a long time. I don't think everybody's been trying to get her onto a live, and she's finally said yes. So she's coming in on Friday and going to give it a go. So work in the background, Stephanie, after your reading, not before. I've been here for 26. I'm married a Cairns man, divorced now though, but I'm still here. You won't be able to stay away, Claire Bear. You won't.
There to stay.
Yes, here to stay. Once you're in Aussie land, it's pretty hard to leave.
I think I should come over.
Yes, I think you should too. Where you are is not the best place to be, and I think, you know, you've got to, if you could make a brand new start over here, Queensland, although I'm not a Queenslander, is a really good place for people that are coming from overseas to start with.
Wow.
It really is, because you've got the beach atmosphere if you're going to live by the beach somewhere, and the atmosphere there is, because I was going to move up to Queensland with my kids when they were really little, because their philosophy over there is like, you know, they start with the little kids really small, and they tend to form really strong bonds, and they don't get into mischief. They're just really good. It's a good place to start. So if you're thinking about it, do something in Queensland. And plus Lockie and a lot of people are up there as well too.
Start manifesting.
Yes, start manifesting. You've got the passports, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yay! Okay. I might have to zoom up there and help you settle in.
I agree.
It must be cold over there, Claire Bear. No, hang on, wait a minute. Who was that? Stephanie that said that. It's cold in the UK, yeah.
I'll meet you there, Steph. How's that?
Share a house. You go, girl. You got this, and it's great to hear you were going live with Caroline. Is that for Stephanie, Margaret? She's on Friday night, and we start at 5 o'clock. We start at 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I had to make it 7 o'clock for Penny because otherwise she would have been up in the middle of the night. And yeah. I actually did a TikTok live last night or the night before, one of those nights. And I can't tell how long I'm on those lives for because it doesn't tell me. And because I'm not used to flicking through the screens, I struggle with it. So when I got off, I realized how late it was. And one of the reasons why I'm having my lives earlier is because I can't switch off and go to sleep. So, I was on there for nearly 4.5 hours.
Oh my word.
Yeah, but it was a good live. I hadn't been on there for about 3 or 4 weeks because of, this stuff that I've been going through with my head cold and what have you.
And you don't feel the time. You only realize it when you look and say, oh my word, I've been here for so long, but you actually don't feel it.
No, exactly. And that's the way it should feel. When we do our work, it just doesn't feel like we've been on for that long.
No.
So, guys, keep the love heart coming across the screen, and please don't forget to like the live as well, so that we can get the algorithms going. It's very important that we get ourselves out there in the community, and the only way to do that is to increase the visibility. I was going to say invisibility. And by doing that, we can get ourselves out there. So that applies to everybody. So make sure that you get the love, the hearts going, and the likes as well. And that's another interesting thing. I mean, I got up to, it's so totally different over on TikTok. I can get, let's say 20 or 50 likes here on Facebook, but on TikTok, it goes up to 30,000.
It is. It's actually huge.
Yeah.
It is a big difference.
It is. So a huge place. Huge place. It's been so long since I've seen
Thanks, Steph. It's time you come on too, girl.
Yeah, Friday. You'll have to come. What time is 5 o'clock? So 2 hours before now, Penny. What time is that for you?
So that would be around about 9 in the morning.
9 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because it's now 11:15.
Oh, okay. So we could have started early, couldn't we? There you go. Bang! Okay, all right. So we will choose. Actually, Penny is going to choose one person from the chat at the moment. So if you haven't put up your name and said hello, please do now. And Penny will choose somebody, and she will perhaps draw a card. And I might draw a card for you just as a short introduction to start our readings off. So, I may please have a reading. Okay, so just keep putting the comments through, guys, and we will see who Penny picks up to do a small reading for. I'll leave it up to Penny so she can choose. Drawn, please, and thank you. And Maria, Simone, Becky. It's Penny. There's Margaret. There's Stephanie. She's already paid through. Claire Bear. So hopefully, just keep popping your name in there, guys. I just need to go in and check PayPal. It would be really good if you want to pop in your donation to pop it in as US dollars for Penny, because otherwise when I send it over to her, it's going to be not as much, because our Australian dollar is pretty bad at the moment. So if you can afford it, please pop in the 25 US dollars. If you can't, 25 Australian dollars is going to be okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Claire Bear. Okay, Claire, the card that I've selected for you is Hope is a Conduit for Miracles. There's a lot of healing around you. You are healing yourself as well. You need to focus on this healing, but please keep the hope, all right? You will get to the other side. If you're going through a difficult time or you are questioning certain things, have that hope. As they say, hope, faith, and courage. So as long as you hold on to that hope, anything is possible. Don't give up. Stand strong and hold on to that hope. That hope, it will actually help you to move forward, and it will help you to heal whatever past pain or hurts, anything that you may have within, to heal. Does that resonate with you in any way?
And just very quickly to back up what you've said, I've got this card as well here. I breathe in the light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart. I find peace to be where my light is, where my light and greatness are. Find peace and inner silence. And she says it does.
Fantastic.
Good. Okay, Claire, that was for you. All right. So I think we will move on to Stephanie. Stephanie, do you have any questions that do you have any questions that you'd like to ask? Stephanie. Stephanie, you said before that you were feeling anxious about Friday. Remember we talked about that? It is going to feel a bit strange to be sitting in front of everybody, but don't forget that you're going to be hiding behind your avatar. So you won't have to worry at all about that. Okay, remember that. And you don't have to speak if you don't want to speak. Yeah. All right, so Stephanie, the first thing I'm getting for you is it's almost like I'm picking up some sort of, and I'm not saying it's your relationship, but that somebody is in trouble with their relationship and it's like you want to fix it. But what my guy's saying to me is that you can't fix it. It doesn't work when you try to fix someone, and I mean try, because you're putting everything you possibly can do into making them aware of what's going on. Just let me know if this is resonating for you, because each person is basically accountable for their own healing, for their own relationship, for their own path in that relationship. And for some reason, I'm picking up that you're the one that is perhaps holding the glue together for them. As I said, it doesn't. I'm not sure that this is to do with you, but it just feels like you've got this. You're doing this for somebody else. So they're asking you to set those boundaries for yourself and be there for them, but don't interfere in what is happening with them. It's about supporting them. It's about loving them. It's about being there for them. But it's like, when you have a child that's walking down a set of stairs, do you let them walk down the stairs and just help them walk down, or do you let them go down backwards and find their balance? And if they fall at the very end, you can catch them. That type of thing. I'm not sure. I'm mindful of my partner, but we're okay. I don't really bother with anybody else. It may be something that's coming through, right? It may not be something that is happening now. I just feel like if this does come up, just step back and just remember that you are going to be there for them, but not interfere with it. They're also talking to me about walking your path and not worrying about the end result. You're the overprotective mum. Maybe give my kids more free rein. Yes, because at some point you have to let go, but they also need to know that when you let go, that you're still going to be there for them if something goes wrong. I mean, I've always said that to my kids as they grew up. I'll let you go. I'll let you do this. But just remember, I'm here if you ever need me. My front door is open. Always. It doesn't matter what time of the day or night it is. It's just, it's something we mums do. So as far as the end result is, don't hold on too tightly to the outcome. They want you to start walking that path. And this could be as simple as something to do with perhaps Friday. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't get anxious about coming onto my live, all right? You're not going to be seen. You might be heard, but you won't be seen if you don't want to be seen. You do worry about the end results. Yeah. A lot of us do, all right? And, that's part and parcel with who I am as well. I tend to overthink things. And when I overthink things, I overanalyze them. And when I can't see, I look at every single option that could possibly go wrong. Like, what could go wrong there? What's going to happen as the outcome there? If I go down that road, what's going to happen as the outcome there? Instead, my guides are trying to teach me, Caroline, just fucking slow down, woman. Just stop and let things happen naturally. Guilty too, overthinker and analyzer. What month were you born in, Stephanie?
Don't we know that one all too well?
Ooh, yeah. I think a lot of spiritual people are overthinkers. We do think a lot about what's happening because this is what brought us into spirituality to start with.
100%.
100%. How do I put this? They're also talking to me about not always being right about certain situations. There is, this has got also to do with letting go of that final outcome, the need to always be right. So just remember when you're going through a process that you have to stop thinking about the outcome and just do what you feel in your gut with your intuition, the right thing to do is. And I think a lot of us are going through that lately. And I'll hand you over to Penny. Hi, Sonia, how are you? I'll hand you over to Penny and I'll pop myself back in shortly.
Okay. Stephanie, just a quick one. I can feel your extreme anxiety, because I almost have this empty feeling. It's hollow. Extremely, I can feel that anxiousness, that anxiety that's coming through. But with that, I'm also feeling quite teary-eyed and emotional. I could literally just sit and burst into tears. So are you maybe feeling overly anxious and teary-eyed at the moment, perhaps? With that being said, you are vibrating at a very high level at this point in time, okay? Don't question Friday. You are doing the right thing. I've actually selected the card, the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Okay, so I can feel that, because within I feel that anxiety, but I feel that emotion where it's literally you just want to burst into tears. It wants to flow. I can feel that the emotions building up, the anxiety building up, and there's so much going on that you're so in your head. That's why you're overthinking things, you're overanalyzing, you're trying to almost piece it together, you're trying to figure it out, you're trying to think of various options surrounding it as well. But with that, you are vibrating at a very high level. So, you are going to feel overwhelmed. You are going to feel the intense feelings and emotions. I get you. Yes. Yes. But I need you to know that with everything going on, you are doing the right thing. Pursue this. Go live on Friday. Don't let your anxiety overwhelm you so much that you back down. Okay? Stand within your power, because there is abundance, right? You can actually pursue this and actually go very far. And stop questioning yourself. All right? You have so much that's there for you. You just need to take that chance. All right? Stop comparing yourself. As we agreed. There we go. There we go. I also get this feeling that you are comparing yourself in certain aspects. All right. You need to realize as well that you can't. There's only you. You are unique. Okay. And no one can be the same or similar. You are you. No one is better either. Right. So don't ever sit and think that this person's better or that situation. Don't put yourself in that comparison, because that is where you're going to find yourself honestly sitting and saying, but what if? What if I don't do this? It could be, it would be, it should be, it could have. So, you're not being good enough. Yes, definitely. You need to break that cycle. It's coming up strongly, and it's actually causing you a lot of exhaustion, because you are in a transformation period. You have this new vision, okay, and you're now taking, if I can word it this way, you're taking the bull by the horns. Go for it, okay? You have divine love that is supporting you, and they're going to nurture you, because your awareness is so much more than what it used to be. You have exploded open, and now it's time for you to take that step up. Yes, 100%. So you need to take that step and go for it. Don't question it. Don't doubt it. You are on the right track. You are divinely guided. You are protected. And they are trying to nudge you in that direction to say, Stephanie, go. Now is the time. Take your stand on the stage. Okay. And the exhaustion. Okay. So I don't like preaching this, because obviously I get these words in my head, practice what you preach, but drink a lot of water. It can be challenging, I know, but drink a lot of water. Try and at least, set an alarm so that you only have maybe 8 hours of sleep. Try and curb it a little bit, work on it. It's going to take some time, but that exhaustion is literally mentally, physically, emotionally. You are feeling very exhausted. Okay. And this is also why, that those feelings of being teary-eyed, it's all contributing to this. So take a step back, take a breather, and take some time out for yourself. All right. When you feel anxious like that, close your eyes and just breathe in. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your heart space and feel everything just flow through you. Okay. Don't get too excited. Don't try and calm your nerves, if that makes sense. Chamomile tea, I know, works very well for me, so you can maybe try that as well. That helps to calm, as well as lavender, if you're able to tolerate it. That can also help to calm, but your anxiety and stuff will start settling. I think it also contributes a lot to Friday, that you're scared of what others may think. And this is the part where I'm going to tell you, don't. Okay? You are good at what you do. You have the passion. You have everything that's there waiting for you. Take that step. All right? You are moving in the right direction. And at the end of the day, we are not here to judge. All right? And if anyone judges, they should actually be looking at themselves first, because it's really, if they're judging, it's a perception of themselves, not you. I hope that helps. Yeah, get my thing for sure. Perfect. Perfect. So focus on that exhaustion. Try and get some rest. Work on the anxiety. It will start settling. And you are definitely transforming. Move forward. Don't doubt. And they say, yeah, I am the loving energy of the universe. Yes, you are. So go for it. I support you. Everyone else supports you. Take that step. Caroline?
Yes, you take that step. While Penny was talking, I was asked to draw a card from this particular deck, which a lot of people like. And I think in your case, Stephanie, it is a card that I'm going to be reading for you. And I think you'll enjoy this, because I actually like this particular card. And let me know if it resonates with you in the end, Stephanie. It's called the Blue Flame card, and it talks about spontaneous awakening, activation, integration, time. Oh, you've got that deck. Okay, well, I'm going to be reading it, okay? So this particular card, the Blue Flame, and it talks about energetic upgrades. You've been going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. So this is what is happening with you, Stephanie. And the next part of that awakening for you, or that reawakening in your case, is going live and starting to get involved more with yes, you do. Yeah, okay. So getting involved more with your spirituality, because as Penny said, it's time, and I've said it's time, and because you've agreed with your right and your free will to decide, you've actually agreed as well to and know that it's time. So it says, in the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, but it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. And I'm not saying that your partner's not there for you, but it just feels like you're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential, which you do have, Stephanie, all right? Great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structure. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Yes, I can't keep hiding. No, you can't. I won't allow it. Okay, so many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure, and how we make sense of the world. It isn't easy. No awakening is easy, and I know you know this, Stephanie, and everybody, you're probably sitting there going, she's right, the book is right. It is not easy, and it doesn't matter whether it's a gradual process or it's like, oh my God, seriously, is this what it's all about? Whether it's that moment of aha, none of it is easy, because we go deep diving. We just go deep diving. It takes a considerable amount of time to integrate that. And awakening without integration can leave us feeling ungrounded. Now, Stephanie, I don't know what happened with the last time when I read for you, but did I ask you to go out and do some grounding work? Yes, I've absolutely been a bit of a brutal but fair. Yeah, exactly. If you're in the midst of this awakening, which you are, the process never ends. Treat the time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate extreme changes that you're going through at the moment, all right? And the starseed activation for this particular card is I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly behind your avatar and integrate my experience each and every day. Hi, Marantha. How are you? It's been practicing, been practicing protection daily and my grounding routine. Okay, so with that protection, Stephanie, don't forget you need to be able to feel that protection coming in. All right, saying it is completely different than feeling that it is there. You have to know, you have to feel that it's there. And then things will start happening for you. So is there anything else for Stephanie that she needs to know? Okay, so they're giving me words. So this has probably got to do with your anxiety. They're saying to press the stop button and then press the delete button. They want you to let go of that anxiety because you are not working alone. You are working with your team. I didn't like it before, but got buzzing in my head after this morning. Okay, all right. Okay, so tune into that that feeling that you know. So if you don't get this feeling again, like keep practicing it, but if you don't get that feeling, you know that you have to strengthen it. Usually when things like that happen to me, I go outside and I automatically, as soon as I hit the ground with my bare feet, that's it. I'm grounded. Like I'm seriously grounded. I feel stuck in the earth. I feel like, you know, the negative energy is just draining from me. And then I surround myself with a bubble of white light. So, yeah, eradicate. It feels unnecessary. They feel it's unnecessary. Yes, absolutely. And it is unnecessary. However, we human beings find it hard to step out of that anxiety because all the egoic self wants to do is rule over you and just put you into a state of fear. All right. Correct. And as Penny was saying before, that state of fear, that it could stop you, but don't let it stop you from doing. Yes, yeah. So just keep going with this. I know you're not going to back out, Stephanie, because I won't let you back out of this, even if you have to sit on my screen and not say anything at all. Like you could just be sitting behind the camera like this and not talk at all for the whole night. I don't give two shits whether you say anything or not. At least you've come on to the live. All right, so that will be the start. So don't stress over it. You're going to be fine. I know you're going to be fine. So again, delete. Press the stop button, press the delete button, and just get rid of it. What did I say before? Press the stop button and then delete.
There we go.
Anything that you feel doesn't serve you. Yes, definitely. No, I won't. My character is if I'm saying I'm doing something, good. I'm going to do it and just do my best. Absolutely. That's what I want to hear. I love it. And there's no such thing as try in your sentences. That's even better, Stephanie.
Well done. Well done. Stephanie, I'm struggling with headaches that come and go. They're not persistent. It's more, they literally just come and go. You may be struggling with that. learning.
Oh. Yes, that's spirit when they get too much. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that last week. Yeah.
Because I'm feeling it. It sort of comes and goes, comes and goes. 100%.
Yeah, we've got your back. We've got your back. All right. So, and I don't believe they've got. Okay. So, you're showing me crystals now. Crystals. Do you work with crystals, Stephanie? Do you work with any crystals? Because they're saying to me that you need to start using crystals as well. Oh shit! Which reminds me, I forgot to do something. I collect crystals. I do. Oh. Welcome to the crystal. Welcome. Hello, Crystalholic. How are you, Stephanie? I'm Caroline. I'm also a Crystalholic. So pop them around you. Use them to your advantage, and they will also protect you. One of my guides absolutely is addicted to them. I got all sorts and fossils. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Old fossils. Good. I don't too many of those. In fact, I don't think I've got. I might have one, but I don't go into that much into that too often. I've got one piece of petrified wood. It's ancient, and I've got another piece of black coral, which apparently you're not allowed to mine here in Australia. The Aborigines have to go out and get it. It's a sacred space, and you can only have it if they say it's okay for you to have it. So I've got one of them. Had that for many years. It's very small, but nonetheless, it's very important to me. All right. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else. Just make sure that you've got your crystals around you on Friday, Steph. Okay. And hold that head up because you're going to be okay.
Greatness is on its way.
Yes. And by the way, people, Stephanie also does spirit drawings, which is I find incredible. I might get you to do one for me, Stephanie, a spirit drawing, because I don't think I've ever had. I've had one done many years ago, so it'd be interesting to find out, if it looks or resembles anything like the one I've got. So, well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate you. Now, thank you so much for your donation, Stephanie. People, we have not got very many people in the viewers, so can you please share us out? Sometimes it takes a little while for the live to get out there, and it is a Monday night, so I'm not usually on Monday nights. I don't know who else is on at the moment. But get us out there and let's see what we can do for you. Is anybody else wanting to put through a donation? Please do. It will be gratefully accepted. So see them so clearly. I'm learning to do art to capture them properly. You see them clearly. You see them so clear. Wow, go Steph. So do you actually see them in front of you, or do you see them in your mind's eye, Stephanie? Yes, both. Okay, very cool.
That is, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Contact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, Stephanie. Okay, I think that just about does you. Until we get some other people coming in, just don't forget to share us out or tag some people in the comments, guys, so that we can get some newbies in here. That would be really good. If you would like a free card, don't forget to make sure that you follow Penny's page, because you're probably on my page already. So just make sure that you follow her page as well. They touch me, pull my shirt, hear them clearly and in my mind. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Have you worked on boundaries, Stephanie, like we talked about, like you're in charge, not them? Have you worked on that? Thank you, Steph. Is there a subject that anybody would like to chat about while we're waiting for donations to come through? Is there anything that you would like to talk about while we're sitting here waiting? Okay. May I have a card? Thank you, Maria. Maria. Yes, you can, Maria. I will give you a card. I will use for you the Soul Truth card, which is this one here, this deck for you, Maria. It's called the Soul Truth Self-Awareness deck. Okay, you can't see that. Brian, looks like Brian Hovey. Hi, Christine. How are you? I didn't see you in here before. Tim Tams. Oh, you want to talk about Tim Tams? No, I want to talk about apricot pie. I want to talk about apricot pie. That's good, Christine. Donations are open. We're up to date. We're caught up. So if you want to pop through a donation, please do. For those of you who have just walked in, it is $25 to have a reading from both of us. I'm going to visit you next. Oh, are you? Wow. Are you? Hopefully I haven't got my kids staying here with me. I want to talk about why my husband didn't bring home apple pie today. No, I want to talk about why I haven't seen my apricot pie. Maria, you're going to Brisbane. Well, that's in Queensland. I'm down the bottom in Victoria. Okay, so Maria, the card that I've drawn for you, on the front of the card it says, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? And on the back of the card, it says, we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. So today's soul action for you today, Maria, you're being asked to ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Hello to the newbies coming in. Pop your donation through if you'd like a reading. So that was for you, Maria. How can I use? I'll show you what it says on the back here. You can take a screenshot of that if you like. So hopefully that has resonated with you. You've got some sort of superpower, Maria, and I just get the feeling that you haven't quite figured out how to harness it yet. I thought it was only an hour and a half away. Oh, gosh, no. No, Christine. No, there's, there's about 1,500 kilometres between the two, between Queensland and Victoria. Yes, it has. Okay, good for you. Good on you, Maria. Anybody else would like a card? Well, I guess I can make some flight. Would love to see you here, Christine. There's a lot to see in Australia.
Oh, wow. I have heard that it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It is. There's a lot of places that I haven't been to because I'm such a hermit. I mean, even Sandra D has said to me, I'm coming over there to meet you, Caroline. I'm coming over there to say hello to you. I'm coming out there to, see what things are like. And I keep saying to her, but I'm a hermit. I really don't go out anywhere. And she goes, oh, no. She said, I don't want you to do anything. I'm going to do it all, but I just wanted to come out and visit. So, you know, I've got the Barbie, I've got the drinks, I've got the food. Come in and see me. It doesn't go out much, and it doesn't go outside her state. No, I don't go outside of my door. I don't go outside my door. Well, I do.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. I will have a card. Okay, Marantha. Penny will give you a card. Who did I draw a card? I don't know who I draw a card for. I've got a feather on this one. Maybe it's for you, Marantha. We can both do a card for you. Marantha, am I willing? You're on the edge of something great. You can feel it. Yes, there is a risk. Yes, there's uncertainty. Yes, there's imperfection ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. So they don't want you to worry about, you know, the fear of failure. They don't want you to worry about any sort of vulnerability, because you've got your ass has been covered. And today's soul action for this particular card: be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. And today's mantra is, it's possible. So I don't know whether you want to take a picture of that for yourself. If you want, just take a screenshot and you can enlarge it later. And Penny, do you have anything? Do you have anything for her?
Right. So,
yeah.
Strangely enough, I had 3 cards that actually came for you. And the first one says, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with eyes of love. Energy flows where my intention goes. And then breathe through the tension. I don't know if that makes sense. Breathe.
Yes, you did make me hot, Marantha. Fuck. Sorry, I'm swearing too. I'm actually sweating. I mean, goodness, it's 13 degrees here and I haven't got the heater on or anything. Okay, let's do one for Caroline Dolan asked first for one. So hang on, let me have a look. I can relate to the hermit. Yeah, me too, Steph. I always am. I know, Edwina, I don't think I've seen your name here before. Have you followed both the pages, please? Just let me know if you have.
Angels are hot stuff. Clearly, angels are hot stuff.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
Yes. Where are you, Edwina? Are you still here? Just let me know. Any small donations would be really good as an exchange of energy if you would like a card as well. And we can give you a little bit more in depth with that. But please pop through a donation if you'd like to do that. The spirit's waving at you, Miranda, too. You're always waving at her. Carol, never we need to go live together again. I miss doing this. Yes, Christine. Yes. Yes, we do. I'm booked up for a little while, but yes, that will happen. All right. Now, I can't find Edwina. Edwina, all right. Well, let's just go past her for the time being. Caroline Dolan came up with she would like a card first, so her name was next. Caroline Dolan, are you still here? I know, Christine. And for those of you who don't know, I also do TikTok live. So I'll probably be once a week on Facebook, and the other one I will be diving into TikTok. So don't forget that I do TikToks. Christine, Colette. Yes, but Colette has to behave herself, Christine. Okay. Right, so Caroline Dolan, where are you, darling? There she is. You can't follow Penny's page. You can't follow Penny's page. Just hang on a minute. I will give you the link to her page. What's the issue with it, Edwina? Where are we? Where's her page gone? YouTube, Facebook, Trinity.
I haven't looked as well.
Copy. Okay.
Okay, I have a card for Christine.
For Caroline? Did you say for Caroline?
I have one for Caroline and I have one for Christine, actually.
Okay, so do you want to do Caroline first because she was first in the queue?
Yeah. So Caroline, the card that I drew for you is the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. All right. I just want to go deeper into that one, if you don't mind. I love those hearts.
Edwina,
Okay.
Sorry, her profile is, I put the profile up there again, so just follow that link through.
Caroline Dolan. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Hi, Nina. Welcome.
Was that it for Caroline?
Yes.
Okay, so Caroline, the card that I've got for you here at the moment says, how can I surrender even more in this moment? Pardon me. It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome, which is something that I was talking to about with Stephanie. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. And the soul action for you today, Caroline, is know this, and then in brackets, so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more the universe can produce its miracles for you in your life today. So today's mantra is, I surrender, I accept all that I cannot change, and I release the outcomes, and I joyfully trust the process. Of your name, but hi there, dear. Okay, so Nina, this is Penny. Please, if you haven't followed Penny's page, please go through and follow her page before you request a card. Did you say you had one for Christine now? Don't forget, guys, please pop through your donation for an in-depth reading. That would be really good.
Christine, the card that I've drawn for you today is, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Expansion being the key word. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. I have a feeling, Christine, that you're very much in tune with when connecting, and it's very powerful. Please don't doubt that. Don't question, but remain aligned and balanced. Ensure that you are constantly in balance.
Just let me know, Penny, when you're done.
All right. And then the last one I have for her is, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Spirit has been saying, yes, stop doubting. It's coming through. No more doubts. I think that's where we limit ourselves, when we start doubting and questioning ourselves.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Are you done, Penny?
Done.
Hey?
Done?
Done. Okay. So Christine, the card that I've got for you is, how can I be more kind to myself? Offer more grace in this very moment. This is the soul truth card for you. All right, Christine. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? And what it says is, growing our self-love is medicine for this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's soul action for this card is, look at yourself with grace, with a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. And then they say, release the inner critic. Christine, release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth. That you are infinite, that you are loved, and that you are already there. So that is for you. If you want to take a photo of that, you also can do the same thing, Christine. Just take a screenshot if you want, because I think that would resonate with you. Hi, Brianna. How are you?
Hi, Brianna.
Damn girl. Who are you saying damn girl to? Oh, God. Who are you saying damn girl to?
You're welcome.
Guess what? Sonia, I've chosen you. Sonia Kelly. What does Sonia Kelly need to know? Sonia, I meant to ask you, would you like a card? Would you like a card? Yeah, you picked me. I picked you. You don't even have to choose any numbers this time. You need sleep. Well, you just hang on 2 seconds. They've given me 2 cards for you, so I'm going to read out the first one. All right. The first one says, what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Sonia. That's this card here. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? And on the back of the card, it says the expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Today's soul action for this particular card is be grateful. You are being summoned to more peace within the home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus only on what you can control. If you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. So I'm overworking myself. I think you are, but only you know that, Sonia. Okay. I'll give you the second card. Do I know all of my strengths and am I using them? And on the back of the card, it says, we all have, this was the same one, wasn't it, as before? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. So ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this opening and ready world? So that was from Caroline. Penny.
You need to take some time out, though. I'm exhausted.
Hey?
Yes. You need to take time out. Sonia, I just drew a card for you as well, and it says the presence of love will always cast out fear. You're in a period of clarity, so I'm sure that there's a lot of clarity that's going to be coming through to you. You're asking the question, am I overworking myself? You know the answer. I keep hearing the answers within. You are actually, you know what the answer is, and it's almost as if you are disregarding it. So if you feel that you are overworking yourself and you're feeling exhausted, you need to take that time out. Okay?
Yeah.
It's very important. And then the last one I have for you is, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So you have the answer. You have it within. Listen to that inner voice. That inner voice is speaking up and saying, take a break, take a breather. Listen to me. Don't ignore me. It's me. I'm reaching out. Your higher self is trying to say something to you. Trying to say you need to take time to self-reflect, rest. Stop ignoring it. That little voice is there for a reason. Okay, so obviously...
Exactly. She's not listening.
There we go.
Are you listening, Sonia?
You need to listen.
Nah. The same thing last time. Snap. You keep sometimes when we do readings for people, the same thing comes out again, and we don't remember it. But if it's the same thing, it means that you're being told again. And if you don't, if the thing is, if we don't take notice of these messages, they will make you take notice.
Yeah, it's almost as if they will create that tower moment for you to actually listen and take heed of what they are trying to do and trying to say.
All right. Anybody else like a card? Brianna. Oh, okay. Weena first, I think, because she's been here for a little while. Sonia lives in New South Wales, Christine, a long way away from Brisbane. Lockie's in Brisbane.
Having a time to listen lately. You need to. They want you to listen. They've spoken.
You know what I have to say about that, don't you, Sonia? Dawn, have you followed Penny's page, please? Penny's trying to grow her page at the moment, so if you would go through and like her page, we'll put you up for a free card.
Yes, Mum.
I'm not older than you are, Sonia. Is Colette naughty? Yes, Colette is naughty sometimes, yes. All right. Who are we doing? Who did I say?
Edwina.
Edwina, where are you? Edwina. I've lost her. Where is she gone? Oh, there she is. Okay, all done.
There she is. Hi, Kirsty.
Hi, Kirsty. How are you? I'm picking up communication for you, Edwina. Some sort of compromise that you have to work through, some sort of forgiveness that you have to work out. something is happening around you where there is a need to change the way or change the communication style, Edwina. Some sort of compromise is going to have to be set in motion in order for whatever the issue is to be worked through. It can't be one way or the other. They're telling me it just is the way it is, and in order to work through the issue, there's compromise needs to happen. The forgiveness that goes with that is simply for yourself to be able to move through it, for you to be able to work on this. So hopefully that has helped you, Edwina. Just let us know if it does. Don't forget, people, if you want to put through a donation, the donation list is open at the moment. Yes. Okay, cool. Penny.
Edwina, please let me know if this makes sense, but this communication that needs to take place, I get a strong sense that it's causing a feeling of insecurity, and the approach that you may need to consider taking is not in a defensive mode or of that nature. Approach it with the friendliness in a subtle way. Don't be too harsh, but I do get a sense of that it's causing you some insecurity. If you can just confirm that, please. Okay. Thank you for confirming.
Penny, you need to tell me if you're finished.
No, I was just trying to, I feel like there's still something else, but I'm just not.
Okay.
Yep. So you can continue if you like.
No. We'll go on to the next person when you're finished.
Okay. Edwina, are you feeling any confusion surrounding this whole issue that you need to face or deal with? Because I get the feeling that it's creating an illusion that you are stuck within, hence it's causing that insecurity. So maybe try and speak to someone that you're close to, that you can confide in, and get a point of view from someone else. But as I say, it's creating that insecurity. But once you have said what you need to say, and not in a defensive manner, you will definitely feel as if you are lifted from that heaviness and that insecurity feeling. And I get the card, heal thyself. So you need to, oh, my throat. You need to openly communicate and don't worry about offending someone. As long as your approach is subtle and you let them understand how it's making you feel and resolve that conflict, it could help you heal as well and move forward from there, if that makes sense to you. Okay, now I'm done. Who's next up, Caroline?
It's open at the moment.
Okay.
Just put up this sign.
You're very welcome.
All right, look, this looks like it's going to be a bit of a slow night tonight. I'm generally not here on a Monday night, so this I don't know. Is anybody else live at the moment, guys, out there in the chat? Who else is live? Oh, yes, Brianna. Of course, Brianna. Brianna. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean to forget you. Brianna, what does Brianna? I just need to know. As I was thinking about you, Brianna, I automatically got that there is trouble in paradise. I get somebody else is interfering, somebody else is in the middle, someone is trying to not sabotage, it's trying to upset the apple cart. Brianna, I get the feeling that somebody is being interfering, and it's hard for you to turn around and say to them, you need to stop. But at some point you have to say to them, this needs to stop. I don't want you to do that. So just let me know, Brianna, if this is resonating with you, because I'm very protective of my clients, and I don't like the feeling I'm getting from this. Yes, it's true. Okay, all right. Brianna, has somebody come to you with an issue? Has somebody come to you and basically told you something that is upsetting them? It's almost like this person that's interfering is, it's almost like they're setting you up to take the fall. And I don't like it. I don't like that feeling. No, Nina, you didn't. We will do you as soon as we've done Brianna, which will be in a couple of minutes.
I almost, Caroline, I don't know if you sent in the same with Brianna, that it's shifting it onto her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Somebody's blaming her. Somebody's setting her up. Yeah. And I don't like it. I don't like that feeling I'm getting. So, Brianna, they're just asking you to be very mindful of this. And when you get that feeling, because I know you get little red flags, so just make sure that when you get that red flag that you speak. You need to speak up. I'll start with Nina while you finish up with Brianna.
Brianna, I drew the card Resilience. It's an ongoing battle, and it's draining you of your energy as well. But you have the courage and persistence and perseverance to move ahead. I get that feeling that it's almost as if they're deflecting onto you, as if they want you to take accountability for it. And like Caroline explained, you need to speak up. Don't just sit in silence. Yes, you're a very soft person. This is something I'm feeling. And you're also very concerned about others' feelings, which is, it's human, it's normal, it's natural. But you have the resilience to work through this, and it will come to an end. Just speak up. Let it go. Speak it out. Say what you need to say. And an apology will follow. I keep hearing an apology will follow. So don't just keep quiet. Don't just accept it. It sounds a bit harsh when I say, if they are the guilty parties involved in that, they need to face up to it. They cannot shift it onto you. So speak up, let it out. And yes, as Sonia says, use your heart feelings to drive you. Don't just keep quiet. You do have that resilience to be able to do that. So speak up, and an apology will follow. It will come through. Not immediately, but it will come through in time. But this person is aware that they're doing wrong. They are. They know what they're doing. Caroline, I'm done. Very heavy.
Nina, I got 2 cards for you that have been pulled out of the deck. They kind of came out together. What I want to say to you is, sometimes the cards come out negatively, and I have to say it the way the card is saying it. So just let me know, Nina, if this is resonating with you. Somebody has not got your best interest at heart, Nina. And by that, the card says gold digger. So I just want you to be aware that if there is money involved in anything that is happening around you at the moment, Nina, they want you to make sure that you pick up on what's not being said, because somebody hasn't got your best interests at heart with this. It's got to do with the way that they're communicating something to you. They're missing pieces of information. So just make sure that you find out what it is that's not being said. They want you to review everything. So as soon as you get that red flag, they want you to start dealing with it. Don't let it go and think, oh, that sounded a bit weird, and then just put it off. They want you to deal with it. They want you to sort through it. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Nina. Penny.
Nina, I'm picking up that there's deceit, lies, trickery around you. Pardon?
You get the same thing.
Yeah, exactly that. There's definitely deceit around her. So, Nina, take some time. Try and, I don't know if you perhaps know who it is, but they're not being completely honest. There's underhanded scheming or spying. So just take note of this, if that makes sense. Someone is not being truthful to you.
And Sonia wanted to know if this has got something to do with custody battle. Sonia is also intuitive. She won't come onto my live.
Sonia.
Hey?
I think we need to convince her as well.
Yeah, I have. And she keeps saying that she can't do it Fridays because that's her night off. And, you know, like every other day she's at work, so she can't do it then either.
I'm sure we could work around it somehow.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get banned for that. And I'm not even going to hide that comment, Sonia Kelly. So let us know if that resonated with you, Nina. And NN, we will have you up next in the cards. Just make sure, please. Did you say before NN? I don't know what your name is because there's no profile picture either. Oh, yes, you are. You're Noah. Noah, and would appreciate any messages, please, and thank you. Okay. Liked and shared. Did you actually like or follow Penny's page, please, Noah?
I like that name, Noah.
Yeah, my grandson's name is Noah. I love it. It's very strong and gentle.
Sonia, we can quickly change that feeling. It's really easy. We can shake it. Noha.
I donated for myself, like myself.
Help me. I will.
I'll just go and have a look, Kirsty. Oh my God, yes, it did come through, Kirsty.
Can I quickly do Noha then?
Yes. Yep.
All right, Noha. I get a feeling that there's major choices that's going to be coming up for you. You're trying to find a balance, and you have the resourcefulness and its adaptability. So there is a renewal period that's coming, that's approaching, okay? Something new, but you need to make choices in order to move forward. Don't stay stagnant. So these upcoming choices would obviously, it could involve connections, it could involve a partner, love, a soulmate, kindred spirits, partnership perhaps, but there's definitely choices that you need to make to be able to find that balance. And once you've achieved that balance, then the renewal period will come through, and you'll see things perhaps from a different perspective. It will feel like something new that's come in. I don't know if that makes sense. Please, could you just confirm that for me? What's the worst thing that can happen? You can choke, Kirsty. You can, I don't know, many things.
Noha. The other thing I got for you is there is some inner healing that needs to happen for you. So they want you to work on that if you possibly can. It's got to do with something that has happened to you in the past, and they're saying that if it would help you, it would greatly benefit you if you could work on your inner healing. There is something that has been left unsaid, undone, unattended to, and it kind of hurts a little, and it needs to be cared for. We've got Lalima. We will be doing Kirsty first, as she has put through a donation. Working on your filter. As soon as you go live, you will work on your filter, Anya. Right? Don't use that as an excuse, woman. I know you. What you're trying to do is you're trying to set it up so that you've got an excuse. I'll send you a message, please, Carol. Okay, right.
Okay, so make those choices so that you are able to move forward. It's time to stop procrastinating and literally make a choice and stand by your decision.
Are you working for NN? Oh, okay. I mean, are you working for NN? We've got, okay, so we've got Kirsty up next.
Yes, I'm done.
All right, so just bear with me for a sec. I've just got to go off screen for a second.
No problem. Enjoy, Brianna. Take care. Okay, so we'll empty that pint, Sonia. Very easy. Okay, so in the meantime, you're most welcome. Kirsty, in the meantime, I'm trying to see what comes up for you. If you bear with me, I'm sure I'll follow through after Caroline. No problem, Nina. It's okay. It's understandable.
I don't even know, pardon me, what the timestamp was, Nina, but obviously it's going to be before 1.25. I did have your name up on the screen, so when you look back, Nina, you'll be able to see your name up on the screen. All right, so let me gather my thoughts for Kirsty. Kirsty, what does Kirsty need to know? Don't want that one. Don't want that one. Don't want that one either. You're not leaving me much choice here, guys.
Kirsty, if I can just ask you, whilst Caroline is busy connecting, are you feeling emotional? There's some sort of emotion that I'm feeling. Sleep tight.
Good night, Sonia. Have a good sleep, darling. Sonia gets up very early in the morning, like we're talking something like some ungodly hour of the morning at 4 o'clock. Yes, a bit. Life has been messy with my head. I didn't even hear what you had to say, Penny.
I asked her if she's feeling emotional, because I can literally just sit here and start crying.
Oh. Okay, I have to try and interpret these cards that I've got here. All right, I'm just going to come right out and talk about them. In fact, I'm going to use the book here as well, so just bear with me for a second. All right, so Kirsty, you may be able to put 2 and 2 together with this one, Kirsty. I'm not sure, but these are the cards that fell out of the deck for you. Now, first one is the spiritual union card. Okay, I want you to look at this particular card, all right, because it says it deals with relationships involving an emotional bond. It could be between a new lover, a kindred soul, a family member, friends, business associates, or even a partner, which I know you don't have at the moment. So, just spin this out the way it needs to be spun out. It could even relate to a project or a specific situation. This would be the perfect time to realize that all relationships are really about you. Notice that, notice when you interact with different people in your life, they are giving you the energy, or are they giving you the energy, or are they taking it away? All right. Is there an even exchange? There should be an equal balance between giving and receiving of energy, Kirsty. And you're probably, I can just picture you sitting back there smiling at the moment. And it's talking about, at the end of this particular card for the spiritual union card, it is speaking about relationships are mirror images of your own life. They reflect how you feel and treat yourself, and how you react and respond to various situations and individuals around you. Each and every union is an opportunity for your soul's growth. And then we go into card number 21, which is the universe. 3, Trinity. All right, you've got the 2 card at the top there, and then you've got 21, which is 3. And this card, it says that you've come a long way on your journey, and it's time to reward yourself for your effort. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards, which basically is the world card, okay? And it is and it's saying to you that you've accomplished everything that you need to at the moment for this point in time. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. So all of the information that you have gathered in the last year, up to date, is meaningful. Your soul has been traveling. Your soul has been working, and it is being enlightened. They're saying that you should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are, and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger sense of life, that, you know, what life has to offer you. And then at the tail end of it, it says the world is at your command, and you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart's desire. So if you are seeing somebody at the moment, if you are talking to anybody at the moment, keep going with it. Suss it out. I don't know whether you are or not, but let's just assume that you are. Just suss it out and find out where it's going, because I'm just, these two cards are just telling me that there is some sort of bond forming between the two of you. Sorry if I'm doing this sideways or back to front, guys. It's a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. So it's within you, it's within whoever you may be getting to know at the moment. It is something that has ignited, and it is being fueled, and they're saying you can't go wrong with this. Yes, I've put a lot of work in the past few months. Just of recent, I'm feeling a bit crazy as things aren't as they seem. Yes, we are all source energy. Yes, we are. We are all source energy. And each part has its place. Each part has a role to play. All right. You have this infinite wisdom about you, Kirsty, and they're saying to you that you need to trust this a little bit more. Okay, you're going through transitions at the moment, and it's very important. They're saying so very important for her to trust what she feels, what you feel is happening at the moment. All right, so trust in that. Change is happening, transitions. The frequency has changed as well. You're being downloaded with information, and it's coming through to you at nighttime, which in a lot of cases that happens to people when they just, they don't get a good night's sleep, or they feel like they're still tired in the morning, is because the soul has not rested. It's gone out and had a wonderful time doing whatever they need to do. Your physical body is kind of saying, oh my God, would you just please slow down for a little bit? I'm feeling so tired. I have a lack of energy. You are transitioning, all right? This may help me heal from the past illusions from my ex-narcissist. Yes, I actually believe that, Kirsty. This is, whatever you attract into your life moving forward now, from, even in the past 6 months, you are attracting in different, okay, that's weird. Okay, so they're saying to me a different timeline. It's like you've switched. It's almost like you've switched frequencies, Kirsty, and they're saying to me that something that was planned for you over there is now not happening because you've switched frequencies, and that switch of frequency is a change of direction for you, and it is it's going to be really cool for you, and they want you to keep going with that knowledge that you're on the right path. All right, and yes, you have suffered a lot with this narcissistic dick that was in your past. Sorry to say that, guys, but that's just the way it came out. It needed to. You've suffered a heartache and a loss, and this was all a test It was something that they were giving to you so that you could be much stronger in your resolve and who it is that you're attracting into your life now, which is you're manifesting. All right. Yes, they've completed cycles, lessons from lifetimes. Yes. So, you've shifted off that path that is no longer necessary for you to go on to. So you've shifted up a frequency. You've shifted your frequencies. Therefore, the people that you are bringing into your world will be different than that from the past. It doesn't mean you can't question things, because you will, and you may get a few red flags here and there, but they're saying just keep going, because we are noticing things. We're noticing the shift with you. We understand that you're recognizing things that you would never have recognized before, that you would not have been able to deal with before, and you're doing it very differently, and they're very proud of you, Kirsty. I'm going to hand you over to Penny, and then I'll come back in later.
Okay, Kirsty, with that being said, Caroline's hit the nail on the head, because I picked up very much similar. And I get the cards of, you are definitely, there's a divine connection. You are connected. You are aware of this, and you are protected. The divine light is guiding you through, and you're reaching a point of relief, because there's some heart healing that is required, and it's going to be taking place. I think that's why I'm feeling these emotions as well. There's a lot of within, the pain within that you still need to deal with and heal from. You do have the strength to do this, but something that really struck me hard when I was drawing was that, most importantly, self-acceptance. You need to accept yourself. It's very important. And for some unknown reason, I pick up that you take responsibility for others' behavior. Don't. You cannot control them. It's something that they are doing out of their own. Don't take responsibility, or don't seem to think that, but maybe if I had done it this way, he would have reacted that way, or that person would have reacted that way. Focus on you. Focus on who you are. Accept your whole entire being. And from there onwards, there's definitely going to be a lot of heart healing. You do have the strength to see you through this. You're divinely guided, protected. And the last thing that I'd like to add to that is, in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. That is what I'd like to close it on. But more so, self-acceptance is vital. And don't take responsibility for others' actions. But you're going to go through a period of heart healing, and it's going to bring a lot of relief. I don't know if that makes sense. So the emotions are a bit high.
Yours or Kirsty's?
I just feel extreme emotion. It's
for her.
For her.
Yeah. She's empathic as well. It does make sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Balance. They're telling me balance, Kirsty. They're asking you to find a little bit more balance in your life. And I don't know how to explain that, because I always considered you to be the person that was always, of any of us, that was very balanced in the way she did things. So I don't understand why they're asking you to bring more balance in. Perhaps they're talking about this transformation that you're going through, and with this transformation will come knowledge that you're not quite sure about how to deal with. And if you bring in the balance between the masculine and the feminine, you'll be able to maneuver your way through it a little bit more easy. I can't get over the fact that you shifted timelines. That kind of threw me for a sixer when they said that to me. They're just saying she shifted timelines. She's moved timelines. She's not on what she was. This is wonderful, Kirsty. Right? It doesn't come that those sort of messages don't come through to me very often. It's like your awareness has shifted. It's like your third eye is opening much more. And I don't know whether you recognize this about yourself, but all of the work that you're putting in, with the Reiki that you're doing as well, this is all leading somewhere. It's going to have a greater part in your life than what you'd actually considered or ever thought that it could. It's like, Miranda was saying this morning that she was talking to somebody about, and she does that on a regular basis, just talks to people about spirituality. And it's like, I'm just picking up that you're going to be more open about who you are as a person spiritually. And you haven't done that in the past. I also completed Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation lately, doing Reiki level 5 now, and really concentrating on my spirit. Okay, so it does resonate with you. It's like you're just more open and more aware than what you were before. And this is, it's materially and spiritually, you will prosper from this, Kirsty. You will be able to bring in financial rewards for yourself through your gifts, because it's not something that you're doing with you're doing all of this growth, but you don't know where it's leading you. And as I was saying to I think it was Steph before, sometimes we don't need to know what the outcome is. They just need us to trust that the path that we're taking is exactly where we need to be at the moment. And I guess that is what they're asking of you to trust. And you are doing exactly that. You are trusting that this is going to lead somewhere. I am seeing that it's leading somewhere for you. Wanting to start my business, I have time to concentrate on spirituality. Yes. You absolutely do. Just having a few tower moments in there as well, Kirsty. They're saying that the tower moments that you're having are going to be less of an issue for you than what they ever have been in the past. Now, well, we don't like that word, do we? Patience. I mean, shit. I am patient. I'm trying to let go of control. You are letting go of control. I keep getting the Tower card in my mind. Not that I've drawn it, but they're showing me tower moments. Yes, you will have those tower moments, but remember, every time you go through a tower moment, those are the lessons that we're going to go through in order to make us stronger. And I think, on anybody's level, when we go through this sort of stuff, every time we speak our truth, it just gets easier to do it the next time around. Today was a tower moment. Yeah. But you're dealing with it. They're telling me that you're dealing with it, Kirsty. Right? And that's the key. Right? That's the key. This is what is going to bring about the end of your tower moments. Your ability to be able to handle whatever it is that you're going through. And Penny says, let your fears dissolve, release control, release the blocks, lighten up and go deeper. Penny, do you want to expand on that at all?
No, I have a strong sense that Kirsty knows exactly what I'm saying, but yes, she needs to trust, which has come up. She needs to not try and control things, release that control, release your blocks. You have the guidance, lighten up and Just trust. I get the word the whole time. Trust. She has the answers. She just needs to trust them. Go deeper. I think it's a matter of within herself. She needs to go deeper. She knows what's holding her back to a certain degree. She knows what's blocking her. And Kirsty has the ability to release that control and accept that she needs to trust, because she is divinely guided and she's protected during this whole process, if that makes sense. Other than the emotions, it's just
Sure.
Emotions are quite heavy.
So hopefully, Kirsty, that has all resonated with you. I just want to thank you for your donation tonight. It will go towards good causes, Kirsty, so thank you. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? From Boulder, Colorado. What's next for me, please? Michelle Mulcaslin, have you liked or followed Penny's page, please? The link is pinned in the comments or in the description part of the live. Once you've done that, just come back and let us know. Penny is growing her page, and she's just started it about a month ago. So if you would please kindly go in and follow her page, and then you can ask for a free card from her, and you will probably get one from me as well. Kirsty says, everything is happening for my highest good. Maybe I will look back and see why it happened. Yeah, you know why it's happening, Kirsty, right? You know why it's happening. All I want you to remember is that you are a soul. You are a soul living in a human body, having a human experience, not the other way around. Right? You control, mostly, you control what happens in your world. The emotions will pass, Penny. Something recently was a shock. Thank you so much, and love. This reading that we've been doing for Kirsty was a donation reading. Yes, it's not a donation only reading, Anne, but if you would like to pop through a donation, that would be appreciated as an exchange of energy. If you don't want to donate, you could go through and like Penny's or follow Penny's page. She is trying to grow her page before you ask for a card. You will get a card if you would like. As an exchange, all you need to do is follow her page. But if you would like an in-depth reading, pop donation through. No, you're not coming. You think you want to come up every time I go live. It's not happening, darling. You can't. I've got both of them down here.
Hello. We just want to say hello.
They do, but when one comes in, the other one wants to come in. I can't have both of them up here because they terrorize the screen.
Kirsty, if I can just ask you not to hold on to those emotions, if you can just let go of them as well, because they're quite heavy.
Yes, let go, release it, Kirsty. It doesn't serve you at all. Was it you, Penny, that was saying to Kirsty that it's God, now I've forgotten what I was going to say. That's how quickly that message was. You can only control what you can control. Yourself. You can't control somebody else. Who was that message for before?
She shouldn't take responsibility for anyone else.
Yes. Yes. Gosh, you've got no idea how much slower this is on Facebook compared to TikTok. Oh my God. I actually have to sit here and think.
And Kirsty, just to seal it off, there's definitely new beginnings, a new financial beginning, opportunities, new business, money, investments. Ace of Pentacles that's coming through. So self-acceptance is key, and you will, oh wow.
that was before when she said that. That's why I brought it up. So what you've said is spot on.
Yeah, so it's definitely on the cards. Just release, let go of what no longer serves you, especially these emotions. It's quite heavy.
For Michelle, Penny's page, the link is just underneath your comment. Added on YouTube. Added on YouTube. That is mine. Did you did I put up your YouTube? Hang on, I have to have a look. Oh, Penny's link in you. Yeah, okay. All right. So you've done Penny's YouTube link as well, Alima? Oh my God. Seriously, guys? Did your dog bark?
Yeah, Charlie.
Well, we're gone outside now, protecting the fence line.
There we go. Well done.
Yes, it is in the description. Okay, so I don't believe there is anybody else that... Michelle, did you want a card? Did you actually go through and like Penny's page? Just let me know who has liked page, what is next, career and life. Thank you. Michelle, we can't give you an in-depth reading unless you'd like to put through a donation. What we can do for you is give you a card. Penny can do that for you if you like, and it will just be very, very short. A message that you may need to hear that you perhaps haven't heard. So just let us know if you're still wanting a short reading. But whatever comes up will be coming up for you, Michelle, unless, of course, you'd like an in-depth reading. Michelle, what does she need to know? Card would be amazing. Okay, so Michelle. Hello, Penny. How are you?
Hello.
Okay, so Michelle, for you, I've got a card and it talks about an affirmation. I listen to myself and I acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and I am respected by others. So once you set those boundaries for yourself, I'm being told that things will start to feel a lot easier than what they have been. They're also asking you to remember to learn how to say no. That is what I have for you, Michelle. Penny?
Michelle, something that I drew was I have all the resources I need, inner and outer. So in terms of looking ahead, you do have the resources. So look within, focus. If you're, in terms of your career, there's definitely, I drew the Magician card, all right? So there's definitely creativity, action, power. You have the skills. You have all the tools to secure what you want. It literally lays within your hands at this point in time. So focus on the words, I have all the resources I need, inner and outer. And take control of that, if that makes sense to you.
Hi, Jaylin. How are you?
Okay, I'm done with Michelle.
Okay. All right. So Kathy Littlewood is here. And a little while ago, I accidentally blocked her because the feed was scrolling up the page and we were getting a lot of scammers in that particular live. And Joanna came in and unblocked her. And I said to her, I was so sorry because for some reason she couldn't comment anymore. And she said to somebody, I think I've been banned and I don't know why. And I said to her, I promise the next time you come on the live that I would give her a small reading. So I owe her a reading. So
I agree.
Huh?
Been there. I agree. Been there. Done that. Got the t-shirt. That one. Caroline,
so Kathy,
before.
So Kathy, have you got any questions that you'd like to ask? It won't be a full-blown reading, but it will be a reading nonetheless. I'm getting a little bit of anxiety already. Kathy? No, whatever you get, please. Okay. Okay, Kathy, okay, so Kathy, can you please explain to me what's going on around you? I've got this card here at the moment, which is card number 7, and it talks to me about deception and envy. And I'll explain to you what it is in more detail. Wrong one, Caroline. I wish they wouldn't do this to me. Just let me know if this is resonating with you so far. Kathy, I get this card here called Deception and Envy. And it's kind of like saying to me at the moment with this particular reading that being forewarned is forearmed. So if nothing has transpired yet that you don't feel weird about, they're saying that this is something that is forewarned is forearmed, and it's not anything really bad. So don't stress too much about this. All right. It's just got to do with a person or conditions that you had not anticipated on happening that will be presented with you to you, and you have to figure out what it is that you're going to do with it. It could be to do with the people that are around you. It could be to do with somebody telling you things that are not true, that you have to filter through in your own way and figure out what is going on. If it's to do with your work, it could be that you may need to gather up more information so that you're aware and that you understand all the facts before making some sort of a decision or continuing. Kathy, do you actually work? Whatever this situation that is happening, you will have felt that you've put in a lot of time and effort for it, and it's not fair that somebody is being deceptive about it. So they're wanting you to stand your ground when this happens and just state your case, because they're saying to me that sometimes you find it difficult to speak your truth. And this is one of those situations where they're asking you to speak your truth, to actually tell somebody that it's not okay, or that you want to do something differently. So don't let somebody else take from you something that is rightfully yours. Kathy, this is something that is going to happen coming in. It's not something that has already happened. It's just some sort of a change that will happen for you. It's an unexpected change. Some plans that you were going to have that are not going to turn out exactly the way that you'd wanted them to, that you have to speak your truth about. Might be about my husband, very abusive, trying to separate. Okay, all right. Okay, so whatever it is that you're thinking about at the moment, Kathy, they want you to concentrate on that, right? Because I don't generally pick up these sort of cards for no reason. So, you know, perhaps this is about your husband and his abusiveness, but what they want to tell you is that you are going to be able to work through this. They're saying to you, can you please have a plan B ready to go so that you have something to fall back on in case your first plan doesn't work. So if you're trying to separate from him at the moment, have a plan B as well, because he's going to try and be one step ahead of you. And this is where you need to be a little bit more proactive and to have that plan B in place so that it doesn't stop you from moving forward in the direction that you need to go. It's just a reminder, basically, for you to be prepared, Kathy. Okay, be prepared for anything. And it's not for the outcome, it's to be prepared. You know, if he's abusive, he sounds a little bit narcissistic to me. And there are a lot of people like that in our world. And this is teaching you how to be the creator of your path, how you can deal with these sort of things that are happening. You have drawn this particular person into your life because you're an empath, right? And empaths have this uncanny ability to draw in these people. I know this. Penny knows this. A lot of people out there know this. You know, we do this thing because we also need to learn about our own boundaries and how to protect ourselves. So this applies to you too as well, Kathy. So please have plan A, have plan B, and make sure that you put them into place, because they're also saying to you, they want you to remember all the good times that you guys had, right? Because not all of it was bad. It's an interesting concept that they're giving me at the moment, because that doesn't usually come across when they're telling me about narcissists. But they do want you to remind yourself that there were times when the two of you had it, the times where the two of you did really well together and that you worked well for a little while. But then, you know, when he decided, yeah, I don't really want this anymore, then he started taking advantage of you. So just make sure that you put it out there that you've got a plan B as well. I run a non-profit page on Facebook to help others heal from traumas or addiction called No Soul Left Behind. That's beautiful, Kathy. Put your link up in the comments. You know, when we're finished with your reading, please put your link up in the comments so that people can go and have a look. They're basically saying to me that that he won't. I like this. That he won't know about something that it's like your plan B, and he hasn't anticipated that. Because I don't know whether you are into plan A, plan B, plan C, but they're saying that you will come up with a plan, and he'll go, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Hang on a minute. Oh, really? And he'll be sort of like taken back a couple of steps, because you will be one step ahead of him, which narcissists don't like.
Yep. Very true.
They're making me giggle because, you know, they're saying, you've got this, woman. Don't worry about it. You've got this. Lalima, there is no list going at the moment, but we will put you in for a short card reading. If you want to pop in a donation, please do, and let us know in the comments. I owed this particular reading to Kathy a long time ago. You're going in and out. Good, thank you, Anna.
Could be from the weather.
Do you want to just pop out and come back in? Let me listen to you. Okay, you still, I can't hear you. She'll be back with your part of it, Kathy. She's having a bit of trouble with the internet issues where she has done for quite some time. I think it's got something to do with load sharing in the country that she's in. Anna, the list is open if you would like a reading, so please let us know if you'd like to put in a donation. Or if you don't want to put a donation in, we can do you a short card. Hi, Mila, how are you? How you doing? Nice to see you guys here. She won't be a minute, Kathy. Internet issues all over the world at the moment. Yeah, you know, I think, you know, everything. I just have so many thoughts running through my mind when you say that, Anna. So many thoughts. Just been moving houses today. What? What? Have you already moved? Oh my God, did I forget a date?
Is that better?
Yes. Oh, thank you, Anna. Okay, so we'll wait for Penny
Kathy,
to gather thoughts. Oh no, she's gone into slow motion. She's gone to sleep now.
The wind is building up here the whole time, so I think it's the weather. Okay, Kathy, what I managed to pick up for you is, despite the whole situation, remain humble, and you will move through the conflicts. I did also draw the Death card, which many people fear this card, but there's really no need, because it's really something to say that there is a transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings. As Caroline was saying, you know, having plan A, B, perhaps consider a plan C. I keep getting this feeling of a plan C. It will literally knock him so hard because he wouldn't expect it. You know, a narcissist tends to have those feelings of they want to be in control. They want to, almost like a puppet master. So the minute you have that plan that you can fall back on, he wouldn't expect it. He would be blindsided completely. You are going to be going through quite a lot of, if I can say, experiences on a spiritual level as well. You're open to it, acknowledge it. Definitely. You do have a purpose, and this purpose is very important and unique to you. So for you to move through this, you need to go through these obstacles and this conflict, which you are seeing things from a different perspective. And you have a passion for what you're doing. Don't rush it. Don't be too hard on yourself, because your passion is in the right place. Your heart is in the right place. So take it step by step. Have your plans in place. There are new beginnings. And I get the words of, you are the master of your creation. So whatever you're working on in creating for yourself, you are the master. You need to take control of that, but always remember to remain humble. Okay, makes sense. All right, that's me.
So if anybody wants to go through and follow Kathy's page, the page is called, I just called it up before. Give me 2 seconds. And I lost it again. God, I hate it when I do that. Where is it? The page is called No Soul Left Behind. It's an empath healing support for trauma survivors and addiction recovery. So go through and follow her page as well. Kathy, if you haven't followed Penny's page, it would be really good if you could do that as well, because she's growing her page too. Perhaps the two of you could grow together.
Great.
Okay, so that was for you, Kathy. Hopefully that has resonated with you and helped you. And I'm so sorry about blocking you. And I'm also, you know, it's taken such a long time. If I have to go back through my diary to find out when it was that I blocked you, oh my God, that was such a long time ago. It feels like months now.
Sus, Caroline, sus.
Okay, all right, so please go through and like her page. It's in the comments here. It's also up on my screen that you can tap on that through there, but it is in her in the comments, so just go through and like her page. That would be really good. Yes, it was ages ago. All right, okay, let me have a look and see if I've got anybody coming through for here. Oh, okay. Mila's just popped through a donation. So we'll be doing Mila. Thank you, Mila, for your donation. You're up straight away, Mila. Mila. First of all, let me know how you go. How do you feel moving into this house? They're telling me that you need to light some candles. Well, I haven't lit my candle. Seriously. I haven't lit my candles, but they're saying to you that you need to light some candles and clear some space. If you haven't got any sage, can you light some incense or a candle and clear some space in your home? You love the house. Yep. Yep. Good. And did it feel like that when you moved in, Mila? You got candles. Okay. All right. So they're just saying that there needs to be a little bit of space cleared out. And I don't think it's got to do with any negative energies. It's just got to do with the energy of the house or of the people that were in the home before you. Penny Pridemore, I got your donation as well. Yes, it did feel like that. Okay, all right. So just bear with that. keep telling me to look at my crystal. Why? Mila, do you have a dog? Do you have a pet animal? If you don't have a pet animal, like an altar with angels and crystals is what I'm being shown. Yeah. Just need to do a bit of clearing. No, John wants me to get okay, right. I'm seeing a dog. I'm seeing a dog, but they're saying to me that why are you showing me the dog? Oh, they're saying to me that you need somebody to love you. And I know you're getting a lot of love from John at the moment, and I know you get a lot of love from your daughter, but they're saying this puppy is going to love you unconditionally, and this is something that you miss. You give unconditional love to other people, but, you know, this dog is going to give you unconditional love. I'm not picking up any big dogs, Mila. I'm just, you know, I was looking at the crystal and then they said dogs. And I'm looking at inside the crystal and it's showing me this dog that's looking up at you, and, you know, you've got you're stroking its head at the moment, and it's soothing to you. It's almost like, you know, the dog is going to get you through some rough situations. Don't ask me what those rough situations are. I don't see that it's relational. That's a new word. Is that a word? But it looks like this puppy is going to come into your life. So it's up to you when this happens. Hey, Jessie, how are you, darling?
Mommy.
Yeah, I got it, Penny. I got it. I know John wants me to get a dog. I love dogs. I want a small. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So I'm just seeing that this dog is going to be coming through to you. And it's like a children in our world. It's like our children when they come into this world. Mila, they're saying that this puppy is meant to be for you. You are meant to be its owner. You are meant to be its parent. It is going to guide you. It is going to give you unconditional love, and this is something that you've missed. It's like you do get love from people, but this is a different love, okay? And it's something that they're wanting to give to you because you give so much to other people. So this dog, this puppy, is coming through when you choose it to come through, and it will choose you. That puppy's going to choose you. I don't know why they're also showing me, does this property that you've moved into have fruit trees on it? Or does it have a fruit tree? Or are you planning on being able to put any veggies or fruit trees in there? They're telling me that this is going to change you somewhat. Being in the house that you're moving into today is going to bring the nurturing side of yourself out. Love is deeper than any human's love. There is no judgment. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Anna. The unconditional love that she will get from that, which is something that is we want to put veggies in. Okay, so these are going to happen too. I know nothing about the dog. I knew nothing about the veggies. They're just showing me. You know, they're showing me trees. They're showing me a raised veggie garden. Just things that you can start doing for yourself that'll make it feel more. But please don't forget about the incense. Don't forget about clearing the space from the old energies that were there. They're not bad. It just feels like there's a bit of a cloud over the property. It's not a bad cloud. It's just a cloud nonetheless. And they're saying to you, can you please just shift it out of your space, because this is now your space. And we need for you to make this your space. And they say, you know, oh, that's really weird. Well, it's not weird. Okay. they're saying to me that each human being, this is something that I've not really said before, each human being has their own smell. And that when they're saying that smell, they're saying this is a vibration that you're going to be bringing into this home, and it's going to be unique to you. And you need to clear out the space in order for this smell, this vibration to come through into your home. The crystals that you've got, they will also help you clear out the home. Oh, really? Okay, this is very random, Mila, but obviously it means something. They're showing me a nail. They're showing me your driveway or somewhere where you've driven that you've picked up a nail in your tire, and they want you to make sure that you get it seen to, because they don't want it going down while you're driving. Random, I know, but I have to say it when it comes through. So can you please watch out for that? Penny.
Mila, I get a strong feeling that with this whole move, there was some guidance involved in it, and I don't know how to interpret this or how to actually put it into words, but there was some level of maturity that let John know. There was a level of maturity that took place when the decision was made, and obviously whilst this whole move has taken place, there was a lot of decisions that were made on a whole different level. There's definitely a bigger picture to this entire new beginning, if that makes sense. There's so much positive that's coming through, and they say, I get this feeling of there's some space, as Caroline says, there is some space that you need to clear out using crystals and things. But where I differ a little bit in opinion is I keep hearing, I don't know if you know the movie Marley and Me. It's a Labrador.
Yeah.
That's the type of dog that I was picking up and sensing and feeling, Marley and Me. And it's that love that, if you watch the movie as well, there was this divine connection between them. It was something very unique, special. It was a different bond. And that's something that you are yearning for. And throughout any period, where you might face a little bit brilliance. So at any point in time when you feel a little bit of heart or sorrow, then Marley would be the one to basically be your little shoulder to cry on or to confide in, if you wish. But Marley would be the one to sort of sense it first and pick it up and basically come to you and try and share that moment with you. What I do get is, with that being said, there's a lot of happy memories to be made. And yes, he or she would come in the form of a puppy, small baby, and literally grow up with a family. But ultimately, that connection is going to be between you and the pup. I do get a bit of a feeling that there's certain things that you still question yourself on. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, but there's certain things that you're asking yourself, and it's causing a little bit of, I won't say conflict because that's not the right word, but it does sort of give you a sense of, should I do this, or no, maybe I should try that. You're in two minds about certain things. Also, I get a strong sense of, don't be too harsh to sort your space out in terms of the new home. Take your time. Everything will find its right place, especially with regards to your crystals. You need to put them in a space that It's not going to come to you immediately, but you're going to have these epiphany moments, if that makes sense, as to place me here, place me there. And each one's going to have a unique purpose for that section. I keep seeing a windowsill. So maybe it would be good to consider putting a crystal in one of the windowsills. It looks more like it could possibly be the lounge area. There definitely a crystal is required. It's showing me that I can see it's a family room. So try and put a crystal within the windowsill. Again, I'm trying to figure out, but which crystal? You will know. It's literally a thing of you will know which one. Do a nice cleansing, do a nice sage if you wish, and please put that crystal in the window and look at the pup. Don't be overly hasty with a pup. The pup will choose you, if that makes sense. But being an animal lover, I'm sure you would know, you don't choose the pup chooses you. So this is going to happen. And there's definitely, if I keep getting that feeling of the movie Marley and Me, the happiness, the joyous moments, the memories that's going to be created. It's just so much happiness and light. It's something to look forward to. There's so much love. Everything is embraced with love, and it's warmly, okay? So take your time with that, but definitely focus on your crystals. Put the crystal in the windowsill. It is important. The family room, where you would spend a lot of time as your family. That's what I'm picking up.
She's worried about her mum at the moment. What's happening with your mum, Mila? I know she's not with you. She's moving in with your sister. Has she gone downhill or something? Something happened with her health? Yes, I will do that, Penny. Oops, wrong one. They're telling me that your mum's got a lot of adjusting to do, Mila. You guys have been living together for such a long time that it's going to be a huge adjustment for her because, and it is more so an adjustment for her because she is a lot older than what you are. Yeah, she'll feel it a lot more. Oh, okay, she's not happy with your sister. Happy with your sister. Oh, gee. My mum, I don't like seeing her crying. Oh, is she crying? That's sad. Does your sister know what's going on with your mum? This is a huge transition for her. Now, how long has she been with your sister for? Has it just been a couple of months, maybe, or a month? No, darling, hop off. Come on, hop off. She's so used to having you around, Mila, that that your sister is just not you. And it is a huge transition for her. I don't think my sister knows she's been there for 2. So can you talk to your sister about this? It might help with the transition for your mother if you could talk to your sister about this. But I mean, there are ways of saying this. There are ways of bringing this up in a discussion, Mila. I mean, it could be as simple as saying, look, Mum's going through a huge transition at the moment, and she rang me up crying the other day, saying that she's feeling it. She's feeling the changes. You don't have to necessarily outrightly say things like she doesn't like it where she is, but you could just say to your sister she's feeling the changes because she's been with you for so long. The changes they feel strange for her. How about we work together to try and make this transition a little bit easier for her?
Sorry, Caroline, I get the word separation anxiety. That is separation anxiety. Approach it from that angle.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with that. I think that's a very good way of putting it. Mila, your mum doesn't have to say anything. I think it would be better if it came from you and your sister work together with this. It will be hard for your mum to be able to explain it and to say it subtly, to say it in such a way where your sister's not going to take offense to it. I will talk to my sister about it, Yeah, please do, because it will make it easier for her. It will make the transition easier for her. I don't think it's, she's just, As Penny said, I think she's got a bit of separation anxiety happening. Yes, I know. I will talk to my sister. I see Mum tomorrow. Okay, all right. You and your sister will work it out. Yeah, go on, Penny.
Sorry, Mum's used to a certain way with Mila, and now being in a new environment. Yes, I know the person, but it's different. It's not the same feel. So I think that's why I keep getting that separation anxiety that keeps playing. That would more or less explain it even more in terms of, she's going through adjustments, she's adapting. Try and maybe steer in that direction. Yeah, take it maybe from that approach. It must be hard, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then Mila, sorry. As I was saying that, I drew the card of understanding. So when you do speak to your sister tomorrow, try and let her understand and not take offense to it, but explain it in terms of it's separation anxiety. It all comes down to adaptability, but being mom, it takes some time, things don't happen overnight, and there will definitely be an understanding between you and your sister, and you'll be able to work together and assure her that you're there every step of the way to help with this adjustment. But I think the wise words, like I say, is separation anxiety.
As it would be, Mila, as it would be.
Definitely.
You just want her to stop hurting. You just want it to stop hurting for her. So is that all you have, Penny, for Mila?
Yes, that's all I have.
Okay, Mila, have you got any more questions, or have you got something that concerns you that you'd like to chat about? I have a reading on, and I think we might make Penny the last reading. Penny cried more. I just want my mum to be happy. Of course you do, darling. Of course you do. And she will be. It's just that period of adjustment. I think your sister's going to, she will play a big part in this. So I'm getting feedback.
Sorry.
It's okay. When we talk, maybe it would help if we mute. Can you just mute and let me see if I can still hear myself? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so when I'm talking, can you just mute? So I can't stand it when I hear myself talk. You're so welcome, Mila. You're so welcome. Love and light to you. And good luck in your new home. Can you please send me some pictures? Please, please, please show me some pictures. Feels really exciting for you. Feels like it's just going to create lots of changes for you. Okay, Penny, Penny, Penny. PP, are you here, please? I'll send you some pictures soon. Good. Thank you. I'm going to let Penny Evans, Penny E, take the lead on this one. So you have to unmute yourself, Penny.
Get in there.
Do you have any questions, Quenny? Do you have any questions, Penny?
I've got hundreds.
Penny Pridemore. No questions.
Hey, Penny. 20. All right. Hope you're good. So what I'm picking up is that are you struggling with depression or mental health? I won't really say mental health. Do you feel as if you're overthinking, you're stuck in your head a lot of the time? I feel that there's a lot of things you're contemplating, thinking about, very much up in your head. And there's a choice or decision that you need to make, but you're really at crossroads with this decision. Maybe like sitting on the fence, but I bet I was struggling, but yes, I had health issues. Okay, perfect. There is definitely a decision that needs to take place, because either you need to call a truce, or you're still standing at that crossroads where you're thinking, should I go this way? Should I go that way? Is this making sense to you? I'll wait for her. So with this decision, I really need to figure out if I should quit my job. Okay. Because I have this, like I said, I keep getting this of there's a decision that you need to make. And it feels like within you, it's an ongoing battle. You are nearly there, all right? But you need to make that decision so that you can move forward. I get a sense, I also drew the card where it says moving on, abandonment, abandoning plans, walking away. You of all people, I think, also knows that when something no longer serves you, the best is to let it go, release it, and walk away. You're in a position now that you need to face the truth. You need to accept it for what it is and let it go. It is very important because it could cause you a lot of turmoil within yourself, especially, like I say, up in your head. You would be constantly overthinking things, overanalyzing, questioning. Before I can say anything, most importantly is that don't just walk out. Okay, make sure that you have a backup, you have something else in place for you. Don't be too harsh. Don't be irrational. I feel that I should stay home today. Yet I also need money and I don't know. 100%. You're juggling quite a lot. And strangely enough, as you were typing that and it came through, I also got the card, you need to set boundaries. Okay, so for yourself to be able to move forward and to actually make decisions and things, you need to also think of yourself, because I get a strong sense that you neglect yourself and rather you put others before you. Okay, and I think we're all at fault somewhere along the line in our lives where we always focus on others and try and help other people more than we help ourselves. And most importantly, self-care is vital, because at the end of the day, you know, you cannot help someone if you cannot help yourself. You are carrying so much responsibility, okay? And I understand when you're placed in a position where you feel, but I need to do this. I am responsible to do this, 100%. However, you need to set boundaries as well. I have a feeling that you set boundaries, but sometimes you back away from them a little bit because of your side that comes in and says, you know what, let me be a little bit softer. Let me not be so harsh. I just hate him seeing. Yeah, so you see that's exactly now where it comes in, because you are taking responsibility for his actions and you cannot. Okay, it's something you can't, and you are juggling so much. You are trying to start something for you, okay, and you cannot be held back. So you need to set those boundaries. And I can understand that it's upsetting to see something like that. It's, you know, there's definitely, it's not something pleasant to witness, and you feel as if, you know what, if I leave this, but I'm there, I can maybe avoid it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's his choice, and you cannot just stop him, okay? He needs to accept that it's not right. He needs to want to make the change. And I feel that once you set these boundaries in terms of, you know, putting it out there that this is my boundary, this is how far it goes, and this is how much I will tolerate, no more than that, okay? You are going to discover, if I can use the term, shadow treasures. There's definitely some happiness reward at the end of it. But you, for yourself as a person, you need to set those boundaries. As much as what it hurts, you can't always be everywhere all at once. As much as what you want to, I can relate to you on that. It's impossible. You are only human. And I mean, at the end of the day, like you say, you also want a life. And for you to be able to do that, you need to make choices for yourself. Okay, you can't always, and it may sound selfish as well, but the choice needs to be for you, not for someone else. Okay, and once you set these boundaries and communicate this and put it out there to say, hold on, this is it, this is where I'm drawing the line. Okay, I come first. I need to worry about me first before I can even attempt to help you. That would open some form of a communication. Yes, so I see you down a product center. Okay, so I think take that approach when you do communicate. Don't be too harsh, and maybe take that when he is of sober, of sober mind, because then he will have the understanding. It does not help to speak to someone that's intoxicated, because it's literally going to fly over his head, and he might be in the position where, well, I don't really give a damn, right? But whilst I'm saying that, I'm saying to you as well, remember your own feelings, okay? You cannot put your life on hold because you have that fear that he's going to be drinking and driving. You cannot stop him. It's a choice he makes. He's an adult. And if that's a choice he makes, unfortunately, you cannot control it. I mean, you can only stop it to a certain point, but are you willing to sacrifice your entire future because you want to be the person to be there to witness it, to stop him from drinking and driving? Those are the decisions you need to sit down and face. Okay, you need to make those calls. But with that being said, you can't go back on your decision. If you make the decision, stick to it. If you decide you want to change jobs, try and have a backup, try and have something else, or try and find something that's maybe a little bit more flexible for you, that would maybe allow you more time to, or freedom to be able to go and check up on him and make sure that, you know, he is okay. Maybe whilst you're communicating and speaking to him and you have his understanding in his sober mind, maybe suggest that he goes and sees someone. You know, I know many people take offense to it when a family member says, go see someone. But if he really does care, you know, he will also look after himself. So, yes, so try and find something closer to home. The right thing will come, okay? But don't be too rational. Just, you know, don't be irrational when you make the decisions. Don't just say, okay, well, you know what, I'm walking out, this is it. Plan it, work towards it. You know that the right thing will come. Patience is key. And like I said, you have to be truthful. Set those boundaries, okay? Stop backing down. All right, you cannot take all the responsibility on yourself. And I think I've had this responsibility come up quite a few times today as well. Yeah. You cannot be responsible for others' actions. You can't. Okay. Focus on you. All right, and what's good for you. I understand your concern, I understand your fear, but you know what? You cannot be ruled by that fear. Otherwise, it's going to consume you lifelong, and it's not fair. You also have a life to live. There's still so much more you need to experience and witness. So communicate, set those boundaries. You've got this. I hope that resonates with you. And have grace. A lot of grace. Be humble, have grace. And you know it will work out. Just hang in there. Caroline?
Yes. Thank you, Penny. Penny, I feel like, you know, I'm going to be talking about all the things that Penny's been talking about. She's mentioned a lot about setting boundaries with the jobs that you're going to be bringing into your world, and also about the people that you've got in your world. It is very important for you to start speaking up, Penny, to those people that care for you, that you care for. I drew this. I've written a few notes, and I've got. I can't remember what I said to you last time about the job that you got, but I get a trigger. I get a deja vu when I say this, that it was always meant to be a transitional job. It was never meant to be a permanent thing, that this transition job was going to help you with your finances temporarily until you can sort out what it is that you actually wanting to do moving forward. Now, as I'm saying this, they're talking to me about those courses that you were doing, about, you know, using your gifts to help the establishment finding things. So I want you, good night, Kirsty. I want you to investigate in that as well, Penny. Penny was talking about, you know, that you can't be responsible for somebody else, and she is absolutely spot on with that. And I think you're taking on a lot of responsibility here with your dad, and about you're trying to protect him from something that you feel is inevitably going to happen for him. You are the person who sees things for other people. You are the person who sees how they are going to exit this world, and it doesn't sit nice with you. It doesn't sit comfortably with you. It's a gift, but you don't see it as a gift. So, you know, it doesn't matter what you do or how you say things to him. All you can do is be that guiding light for him. But ultimately, he has that right with his free will to make the choices that he's going to make. that will affect him. All right. And that is all you can do. Would look more into the classes more. It's just difficult. Yes, it is difficult to see, Penny, and I don't envy you that position at all. I just don't. You were asking about, you were talking about a new job before. That is going to come in for you as well. I am not again seeing your next job as the ultimate job. I'm still seeing that you're going to be picking up this job where you will be taking those classes to use your spirituality in order to find things that other people have missed, which is, where you're going to dedicate your spirituality to. And I can see this happening for you. It's just when, I have no idea when. So I've drawn a few cards for you, and I've got one of them is card number 40, which talks about basically everything that Penny has spoken about. Strangely enough, well, not strangely, it's just the way it works out. But it talks about the land between. All right, it's card number 40. And it talks about the land between, and it's like you're in between worlds. It's you're learning to be okay while at the threshold of what was and what will be. A time of waiting and evolving. There's a lot of gray areas here. Something essential yet still developing. It's like metaphors that keep happening. It's like things are changing. A piece, it feels like, you need to sort out where it is that you fit into. The process of change. You can't be that person that you were before. You're changing into somebody that you are meant to be, and it's all leading up to this. It's like this metamorphosis that you're going through. You're changing from the provincial caterpillar into a butterfly, and you can't skip the messy parts, because everything that you've been through in the last couple of years has been so messy, like so messy. They're just saying that you're not quite there yet. You're still transitioning through all of this time, and they want you to remind yourself that this is the process. And we don't like processes. We don't like being patient with where we're heading. And I just got this lump in my throat, which is again telling me that there is certain aspects of what you need to say to your dad in particular that need to be said. Now, whether or not he pays attention to them is completely up to him. Sorry, guys, I'm just smelling chicken. I don't know what it is. Penny, are you eating any chicken at the moment, or I'm just smelling chicken dinner, like somebody's having a chicken dinner? So just let me know if you're eating chicken. Somebody's eating chicken. I know what I just know what I know what you're saying. Okay. All right. So you've got the emotional fortitude to be able to see this through. You're going to get through this. And that transition is just so hard. And as much as I say transitions are hard, it feels like we're all transitioning all the time. And when is it going to stop? When are we going to finally get to where we need to go? But and then my guys step in and say, well, what the fuck do you think you're here for, Caroline? It's a learning curve. You're learning until the day you exit this world. And that's what they're trying to say about your dad, that he is constantly learning all the time. And you are his rock. And you will say those things to him in the way that needs to be said. And it's up to him to decide what to do with it, because it's his path, because he has chosen before he came here that exit date. So what they're asking you to do is to come to terms with the fact that perhaps there may not be anything that you can do about this exit date, and that's not going to stop you from talking to him the way you need to, because that's just what we do when we love someone. All right? And I have said them to him. I have said them to him. Okay. It's like you're giving him the story, right? You're the storyteller. You have basically, what they're saying to me is you have given him. Penny, have you actually said to him that what you feel may happen to him if he doesn't listen? Have you said something about the fact that you have seen him in a car accident on the road? What I see in him is just so much. Yeah. Have you actually told him that? Because I feel like you're telling part of the story to him, and his soul knows what's going on, but he doesn't. No, not yet. Okay. Does she or doesn't she? Okay, that's got, all right, fine. It's got nothing to do with me, they said. It's got nothing to do with me. That is a situation that you have to decide whether or not you're going to tell him what you see. They're saying to me that if you do decide to tell him, is he going to believe you? Do you think it's going to change things? Do you think it would help change things? Because we all know that once we get our exit date, once the exit date is set, it doesn't matter whether the first one is missed. There will always be a second or a third, but that exit date will happen. And I don't want to sound harsh, Penny. Please don't take me the wrong way. It's just that they're asking you to use the gifts that you've got in order to prepare your dad for what may come or what is going to come. Whether he chooses to listen to you is another story. Sorry, they're just feeding me information. If he listens, they're saying to me, if he listens to you when you tell him, there will be then, that will set the course for another. That will set the course for another date. Does this make sense to you, Penny? That's awfully deep, guys. So, if you do talk to him about that particular one, they're saying that, okay, Penny, we've got all of it covered. We've got it all organized. Yes, I get this. He is seeing spirituality at this time. He is seeing spiritually at this time. Okay. Just do what you feel is right, Penny. All right? And the rest will follow. The new job is going to come to you. It's going to be another one of those transition jobs, but it will be a little bit longer than the one that you've got at the moment. I don't know whether you intend on leaving the job before you actually get another job. Sometimes it's best to wait until you find another job. Having said that, it's completely your decision. So yes, I will talk to him. Okay. All right. I just didn't want it to sound like it means nothing if you tell your dad. They're just saying to me that when you do talk to your dad about this, and if he does listen to you, that will set the other path in place. Hopefully I have said that as gently as I possibly can. That's okay, Penny. If you want to, I mean, your reading started at 2.42. So if you want to listen to it later on and just absorb it a little bit more, please do. All right. So, yeah, with that, they've kind of closed the door on me and they said she has a lot to think about. But moving forward, she will do the right thing. They're acknowledging everything that you're going through at the moment, Penny. And what I want to say to you is about that big tree of yours that you got cut right down. It is humongous. It was huge. I see some of what you have said. Okay. All right. Yes. So, let me know if this changes after you've talked to your father, whether or not you see something else coming in for him. We love you too, Penny. All right. Okay. So I believe that is all we have for you, Penny. Do you have any questions before we wrap up your reading? I told you that tree was huge. Yes, I know. So big. Like it looked like there were two trunks together that like made one big, humongous tree, Penny. And I seem to recall saying to you a long time ago that once it became a stump, that you would grow something out of the top of it. I just feel like there is in the center of that tree, and I don't know whether it's been pummeled out of the ground or not, Penny, but if you've got some sort of a stump there, it feels like you're going to be able to grow something out of that stump. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. All right. Okay, so I think we might end the live, Penny. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Because we've been going. Oh my God! See, it's 3 hours already.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that I might be able to. Good. Okay. So maybe that's what my guides were talking to about a couple of readings ago. I don't know why that just flashed through me, but they're just showing me new growth from the tree stump, like putting a plant in there and it's feeding off the inside of the tree where it's actually broken down when it started falling apart. It's got lots of nutrients in there, so it'll feed whatever you're going to grow in there. All right. Okay, so let's just, I just want to say thank you, Penny, for coming into and onto the live tonight. It's been a pleasure working with you always. We will do this again. And to everybody who has donated or who has received a reading from us, thank you for allowing us to read your energy for you. And please go through to Penny's page and follow her page, as she's trying to get it moving so that she can do some lives in there as well. Is your page public? It is public, isn't it?
It's public.
Okay, that makes it easier for people to go in and hunt you down as well. All right, so we're going to go now, guys. Do you want to say anything, Penny, before I hit the end button?
Thank you so much for joining us today and supporting us. Really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing all of you again. Take care. Stay strong. Remain blessed. Love and light to all.
And love and light, people. And remember, honor the light within. Good night.